Hello. We've beaten the game, and now we just have the meta puzzles left to solve. So, let me start by just getting to the meta puzzle wall so we can think about what's left to do. I have them in my notepad, but I think it would be wise to give it another look and think, strategize how I want to approach this. It's frustrating that hasn't been opened. But what is this gonna be? Spiral. Anyway. Uh, right, yeah. I spent so long trying to get that one and I couldn't figure it out. Okay, this one's the shrine, and I thought I understood it, but I guess not. So that one's worth looking at again. The flower, I can never find that shape. Okay, the mill I never even look for. The gallery, I just didn't really know what this represented, but the mill maybe is what I should start with. I have, again, all of these written down in a notepad, so I can refer back to them if needed. Yeah. Alright, so let's have a look around. I'll get my notepad up on screen if anything interesting, if I want to share anything interesting. But let's go to the mill and look for what would make the most sense there. So I think the way to the mill is I have to go like by the waterfall, which I think I have to go over here. Well, I mean, there's multiple ways in now, actually. I guess I can just go this way. So in the mill area, I am looking for a 1, 2, 3, a 6 by 3. But where exactly? 6 by 3. Is this room? And you'd think like lines, like diagonals or straight lines would appear. Because it's the mill area. 6 by 3. I mean, if it's the entire mill area somehow, I'd really need to like somehow zoom out my vision of this. I don't know. Oh no, that's just saying those are the symbols you use there, because those are just next to all of them. I mean, this could be like a blue line. Do we have another blue line like that somewhere? Because if we do, that could be interesting. I don't think that counts. This is like a blue vertical line in a way, but that wouldn't make sense because you don't get you can't do vertical lines in this one. How many solar panels are there? Wait, that's literally 6 by 3. That's literally... Wait, is it just saying... It's not just saying those are in and they're... Because the wire... I don't understand. What would... Like, that cannot be a coincidence. But at the same time, what could I interpret? Because usually there's symbols on those that tell me things. Oh man, I don't know. I mean, like, if the wire goes around that. Uh, should I just give it a whirl and just say, like, the area that's included? I mean, that'd be so weird, though. Like, what would that have to do with anything? I'm gonna try that. I'm just gonna try that. I wish it wasn't such a long walk back to the start, but I just have to know, just so I don't like blow my brain up trying to think of alternate meta puzzle solutions if that's it. Still don't get what these blank versions of those mean. Like this one made sense. Whatever. I'll if I never understand that, I'll just look up what the idea was with those. Okay, I mean this would be ridiculous, but no, okay. What if I just do the inverse just to check? Yeah, no, that's just too simple. Okay, but but what? Why? That can't be a coincidence. Why would those solar panels be like that? Why would they be the exact shape? It, was I missing something? Was there more to see with that? Where am I going? It's not even the right way. Those solar panels. That's, I mean, that, is that, that can't be like a red herring, right? I just don't know, like, what could that, wait, do some of them have the same rust patterns on them? Could that be it? That's a bit of a stretch. I'm not really seeing any similarities with the rust patterns as far as I can tell. If they were like nearly identical rust patterns, slightly changed, I'd go with that, but I mean, like, you know, little rust there, little rust there. They all have some amount of rust. This one doesn't on this, but and that same for this one up here, but I don't know what I'm supposed to interpret from that. Could it do with the rust? It's just like it has to be these, right? But does this wire? What would that wire mean? Because this area is all about just grouping together certain sections. I can't walk up on that, right? That's not an area I can walk up on now. And there's nothing really underneath this solar panel area that corresponds with it or anything. What? Is there something underneath that corresponds with them? How is it these solar panels? This better not be a red herring. I mean, it can't be. It's literally it's 6 by 3. But there's just nothing on any of them. It's not fair. What could it possibly be? I, I mean, the only thing I can change in this area is like this, so just to make sure it's not like if I, you know, let's see, how can I even switch this? If I do that, it's not like changing somehow this solar no, I mean, there's just, wait, what's that shape? It's like this and that. That is annoying. It's not anything over here, I don't think. See, and I was thinking it was just gonna do with like the color of the buildings in the area more than anything. So that's ay, ay, ay. I'm just thinking. I mean, isn't that literally the building with the solar panels on it? I almost feel like that's kind of hint hint what you're supposed to, but maybe not, because that doesn't really correspond with the other areas. But this looks like a blue rectangle. But it's not like I really see diagonals. I mean, there's like that could be a diagonal, but like, what would that mean? I'm just like thinking back to the ones I solved. Like the ruins area, it was the entire ruins walkway that was a puzzle of its own type. The orchard, it was the entire pathways were a puzzle of its own type. The plateaus, it was kind of like underneath the entire area once again were kind of puzzles of its own type in a weird sort of way. I didn't ever understand the graveyard, but the graveyard's stupid in my opinion. So, but it's like you'd think it'd be the entire mill area, not just the solar panel on top. But the solar panel doesn't they're just sitting there. They're not connected to anything. But they're the exact there's literally a wire just going around them. I can't change them. That is cruel. I don't know. What else could it be though? Cause like, hold on, let me just have a look here for a second. I mean, I was thinking these screens could be have some meaning, but they're not really the same color or the same shape. So that would seem a bit weird, honestly. I feel like that's not it. Like, they're just similar colors and shapes, but none of them are, I don't think, exactly the same. And even if they were, how would I interpret this area as a grid? Because it's not as grid-like as some of the areas. Definitely has some structure to it, but I don't know if I could put it on a 6x3 grid and correspond it perfectly. Man, what the heck? It's so weird that it seems like it's those solar panels, but there's just nothing going on with them. It's just mean. It's like the weirdest meta puzzle. Is it something to do with the water coming into this building? No, because it comes out here, which is, I mean, the solar panels are on top of this thing, but there's nothing in here that makes me think of any of the mill puzzles. Oh my god, I have no idea. What am I supposed to interpret? Where does this lead again? No, this doesn't lead anywhere. This is just a dead end area. Ah. Man, I don't know. I don't know about this mill one. And again, if I'm like totally stuck on these, I think the best option is gonna be just to look up. Because it's like the meta puzzles are kind of, if you don't get them, you don't get them, unfortunately. So I just, I don't know. There's nothing to do here. Like all I could think of was the rust patterns, but they just seem kind of random. I'm not seeing any connection, at least. It's too subtle if there is one. Yeah, it's way too subtle, so I don't think that could be the case. And this wire doesn't tell me anything really, because the idea would be in this area that there's some sort of like shape on one and shape on another, and I'd have to like recreate that shape. If this was one of the shapes, but then it's like, yeah, I don't know, like I can't really do anything with that just alone. Like if this was one of the shapes and I need to fill in a rotated version, there's one right here, but that doesn't really make any sense. Okay, I mean, maybe that makes sense. Okay, I'm gonna try one more thing, and if it doesn't work, I'm just gonna go to a different area. I guess this video I'll like, if I can't figure them out on my own, this will be my like last chance to try figuring out all the meta puzzles on my own, and if I can't, next time I'll just look them up. I mean, honestly, ideally, I would just be able to get through them today, but there might be a whole nother thing after I beat the meta puzzles anyway. So if if for the mill, this is one of those, a rotated version would be this, and that's kind of like that. See, like, I don't know. I was thinking like that's one and this is one. There's nothing happening up here now, but like, yeah. I, I don't know. I don't really get that. What does that have to do with? I don't get it. Alright, so let's try. You know, I want to try the shrine again, because, like, I really understood the shrine area, and I instantly spotted what was going on, but I couldn't make sense of how the dots were supposed to tell me things, because there was some weirdness with the dots. There was, like, there were lanterns, and there were lily pads, I think, were the other thing, and the lily pads were pink and the lanterns were white, except for the lanterns inside the building. The lanterns inside the building were pink, which is confusing, because then it's like, does that mean it's like they double up? But what would that mean? Because I've never had that before where it somehow doubles up. See, yeah, it's like it even has the flower of the lily pads and a lantern on the flower, but it's just a 5. The shape of this area is 4 by 7, but I've already determined that that's, like, you can even see the little grid being formed here. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 3 here and 3 here. One, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It perfectly matches. I wrote down 3, 3, 1, 2 right here, 1 in the corner, 2 up here. There is a 5 right here in this kind of the center, but kind of the upper part of the center. And then I also found, how do I get back down? And then I also found single ones there and there, which are also in the center of a square. It's like, it all seems good, but I don't know how to interpret this. So here, I think this is time for me to get out the old pad and paper and kind of try to brainstorm some ideas here. So bear with me while I set this up, because I have a very bad setup that does kind of work if I am more prepared. It should be just about ready. Yeah. Alright, so there's that. And we know that the shrine area is like this, which is 4 by 7. So let me do it in double size right here. Actually, do I have room for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6? Oh, nice. But I'll start yeah here. All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Perfect. That fit really well in this little notepad. And then we have that, 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 there, and there. And then I'm going to do the long ones all the way up top, all the way up, all the way up. So that's our grid. And we can even see right now on screen the very bottom row. I mean, there's a 1 here. Maybe I gotta interpret it like open and close circles. So like, I don't know which one would be which. Honestly, that's actually kind of hard to determine. But in either case, I think I'm just gonna represent the flowers with an open circle at the moment, and the lanterns with closed, just so I can remember the difference. I'll just say like down here for my own sake, just below uh, lanterns, open, flowers. Yeah, and then I'll just have to. Anyway, so we have 1 single flower there. We have a 2 here. Oh, let me move around a bit. We have a 2 flower right up here. We have 1s on this, which is in line with that, and they're lanterns. So 1 and 1. We have a 3 flower along that row. And then we have the weird case of the flower and lantern scenario in the kind of the dead center right here. So I don't really know how to represent this, but I'll just do open circles with dots inside them and just let that mean whatever it means. Now, how do I interpret this? Alright, I think what I'm gonna do is I'll try and crop that and just leave it so we can all think about this. I know it looks kind of awful because of the quality. I think, let me put like a filter on that, so, or at least make it a bit opaque. How do I do that? If I make it a bit opaque, it would help out, I think, a bit. Is this something? That is not, right? Let's get rid of that. Let's do this. That's not right. That's just... Or is that? I guess that is making it more opaque, but not in a very good way. I guess that kind of works, but that's hard to see anything. If I do increase the contrast, that's better. And then the brightness. Oh, okay. Actually, that is surprisingly working quite well. Then we'll decrease that. Alright, I'll just have that on screen so we can all think about this together. What the heck is happening here? It's just so weird with the 5 inside that is kind of doubling as flowers and lanterns. Because, I mean, they're pink. They're pink, and if we're going by color like we did with the rest, we would group it with the flowers. You know, I don't think there's any other information to write down in this area. I mean, we have what we have. I've found every, lily pad and every lantern, and I've noted them. So I think it's just time to try some stuff on the meta puzzle board and see what works. Yeah, cause I've written down everything properly. All right, let's just go back and try stuff. What is the fastest way back? I don't know, but not this way. Let's go through here. I mean, I absolutely 100% know that's the meta puzzle, which is good at least. It's not like the sun or the solar panel thing where it's just like it surely is that, but there's nothing to go off of. All right. Let's clear this. So, what if I interpret... Okay, wait. So, all right. So I just need to remember how this works now. When you have a... Yeah, okay, so these two right here are right next to each other, but they're different types. So I'd have to just decide one to be one and one to be the other. If I say that's solid and that's blank, then it's not necessarily that like all, I think those are flowers, that all flowers are blank. It's just that that could be grouped up with another flower. But because this one's trapped in and it's 3, it has to move up from there, and it can't connect with that because that's a different color. So that would have to be blocked off, and then it would have to go there. And then that's the end of that 3 unless it connects with more stuff. However, if we're not including the lanterns as part of this, because if we're calling them pink and this is a different color, I wouldn't be able to connect it up because I only have the 2, a 1, and a 1, and I can't reach that with those. So I think I'm going to call that the end of the line for that for now. And then now I'm calling that blank. Okay, well, I'm calling that blank, and it's a 1. That's a 5, though, and that could be on or off. This is a 1. And it'll have to be on with those like that. And now we'll have to have the same thing here, like this. We have more lily pads over here, but we have a lantern right here. And it can't be off because if it was off, it would join in with more. So it has to be on. It could go this way and trap that 1 in. This 3 could still be on its own if that's on. 5 though? How do I think about this 5? If I block that off, so if that's the 2, well then, if that's the 2, that would be blank, but then that breaks that. So actually no, that has to be blank. And now we already have this much for the 5 decided. If I include that, that's okay. I can include that with the 5, that's okay. If I include that, that would already be 1, 2, 3. That would already be 7. And I don't think we can reach enough other flowers to make that work. So I think I wouldn't want that attached there. Which means this 3 would be on its own, so I'd do that and that. And then I don't think I'm gonna reach over here to connect to that 5 with this 2 or this 1. So I think I'm gonna have these not connected up over here, so that would have to be blocked off. But I could put one here and have the 5 go like this. Still wouldn't be able to reach, but that's fine. I wouldn't be able to reach the 1 and the 2, but that's fine. This 2 and that 1. But I could have it joined up as well. Either of those work. Oh wait, no, if it's... Alright, yeah, no, that does work either way. This 1... It could... No, it can't be joined up with the 2. So it has to be on its own, so it has to be solid with these 2 on. So then this would have to be on, and this one on, and that one off. But then, can't either way work here? If I do that, it... Shoot, I just got it. Okay, but wouldn't this work too? 1, 2, 3... Oh no, it doesn't. Oh my god, that's it. Okay, I did the shrine. Wow, okay. I actually figured it out. Cool. Nice. How did I not get that last time? I guess I wasn't thinking it through right. I mean, the weird thing with the flower, maybe you were just supposed to interpret that like you get to choose which one makes more sense sort of thing. Maybe I just kept choosing the wrong one and messing up when I chose the right one or something. Alright, so I have the... What is this area called? Garden? I have the garden area. Mill, which I don't understand. Gallery, which I want to understand. And this, which I've gotten so close to understanding, but I still don't. So maybe this is the next one to tackle. But then again, the flower. Alright, so let me readjust the camera and get this up. So first of all, let me resize that. So this is the garden right here, but I think I'm gonna do it on a new page. Let me move that over just for a second. So we have, all right, let me open the game back up. So I'm gonna put it up here. All right, and I'll do double size again, just because that seemed to help maybe help me figure it out. So I have 1. All right, so all here I'll do 6. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then we go up 3, 1, 2, 3, and over 3, 1, 2, 3, and then we go up 2, 1, 2. All right, that goes up the rest of the way, and then there, and then we just need to leave a bunch of open boxes. Kind of a weird shape for this one. I didn't really spot it in the flower in the garden area. Alright, so that'll be that. I'll leave it display. Let me just try and get it to sit flat if I can. It's a notebook. Oh, you know what? The thing is, I just like, I got that halfway point, so the pages are a bit funny. Let me just see if I can flatten it out as much as I can. That's good. Alright, so I'll put that there, and I'll just center it and stuff, and then we will try and solve the flower meta puzzle next. So there's that. Leave it up on screen again. All right, let's find, because I never even found where that was in the garden. I never found really a match for that sort of shape. Garden. This is an entrance, kind of, but so there's all of this. This is just like 9 circles, though, and we're looking more for like an L-shaped thing. I don't know about that being anything. And this isn't really part of the area. I think it's one of these like staircase sets. Is there a way to get, oh yeah, there is through here. There's nothing quite right in this spot. Nothing that I noticed. Nothing jumping out at me. So I don't think it's anything here. And see, the shrine area, it wasn't the entire area that was like connected with the puzzle. It was just the main shrine, so it doesn't have to be the entire area. That's something to keep in mind. Do I go down there to get to the no, that's just whatever. So this is kind of, I mean, the thing is here, like, these are just different like types of flower patches, and like they are different types of flowers like that you can see, but there's nothing really, like, they're all just different orientations. Like, you could have 3 as well, and I didn't see that here, but there's nothing really special about that. The color scheme on this is really weird. I don't know what was going on with the colors on that, to be honest. I think that was just like a challenge, kind of like, oh, you gotta be mindful of the colors as you do that. Did I never did this. What? I never did this? Okay, hold on. How did I forgot to do puzzles. Okay, we're doing this. It's because it's mill stuff. Okay, well, hold on. First we gotta do this now. Alright, that's connected with that, but you can't have anything up or left, so that has to be on its own, just like that has to be on its own. And this is connected with that, but can't have anything above it, so it has to be on. Because then if it was off, those would be connected. And this one can't have anything to the left of it, so it has to be on. Isn't that good? But they can't be the same shape, I guess. So, but can I do that? Yeah, that works. Okay, alright. Some extra puzzles found. This is always exciting. So that's on. We need 2 on. We need that. Oops, these are off. I wonder if I want to make that shape a few times. I think I do, or no? But yeah, cause like, can't I do it like the not quite like that, but like this? Yeah, that just worked. Okay, if that's on, I would need those like that. And if it's off, I would need all those up. But let's just assume it's on and see how this goes. So I could have them connected up if I could somehow make that self-same, but I don't think that's possible actually. So I think that would have to be disconnected. And then we would need these like that. And now let's see, we can't have anything here or here, so that's locked in. But that's already looking kind of weird because, well, no. Yeah, no, that's that can't work now because this would have to be that same shape. Oh wait, no, yeah, it could work. Never mind. So that works. Actually, I think this is working. Never mind. Yep. Okay, so if that's on, we need 3 on. If that's off, then we would need these 3 off. Let's go with that and just see what happens. We need 1 off. That's the 1 off, so these 2 would be on. These would need to be grouped, but they would have to be on because otherwise it would connect all of that. Two on, 2 off, but that just means I know I need one of those on, one of those off still. This one already has 1 on next to it, so if it's like that, that would be wrong. So I need to be like that and have those. This one already has 2 off next to it, so it needs to be on, and these need to be off. Now we have 2 on, this would need to be off. Then I would need to have 1 off, but that doesn't work now. There's no way I can get that to work. So there was a bad assumption, and that bad assumption was making this one off. So it's got to be on. So then this is connected. I don't know how yet. This is either 1 on or 1 off. Either works. But we need 3 on. So only one of these is going to be off. But if one of these are on, then this one has to be off with all 4 of these on. Now, this could still be on, making a plus shape here. So I can't determine anything yet for that. This one is either 1 on or 1 off. Either works. This one is 2 on, 2 off, but that just means... And then this one, okay, this one has to be 1 off, and that has to be the 1 off. Excuse me, let me take a drink of water really fast. What else do we know? If that's off, that would be on. Those would be off, that works. If that's on, these would be off. If that's off, one of those would be on. But that means, yeah, I feel like there's nothing, I just have to like kind of guess something at this point. So what if I say that is on? Then that needs to be on, that needs to be on, that needs to be on, but then that needs to be on. But then these 2 need to be off, so those 2 need to be off. That one would need to be off so that these are on. And then this would have to be off. Is that good? Ah. Okay, so I can't undo, unfortunately, but let me get back to that. So I said that one had to be on. So then I knew 3 of these adjacent ones, or 2 more of these adjacent ones that are undecided are on. Wait, where did I go from there? Oh yeah, and then that meant that this one had to be off so that all of these were on, but that means this one has to be off. Oh, I think I forgot to mark that. So this one has to be off, meaning there's only one off next to it, so there's one more on. And this one has to be off, and that one has to be off, yes. And then, so this one's on. So then that's this is the one off. Cool. How did I not, I don't know how I missed that last time. All of that. So this one can't be on now, so it has to be off, recreating the shape. So this one has to be on, those are off. This has to be the dead end there. This has to be a dead end there. This is a dead end. This is a dead end. That extends that way. That extends down. So that extends up. That is the same shape when I add this. So there you go. Alright. 2 more. So that is guaranteed off, meaning these are all on. Interesting. I wonder if those are a shared shape. They might be. But they also might be separate. What can I say? These are all either all on or all off. If this one's on, these 3 are on. If this one's off, so yeah, these are all either all on or all off. And if these are all on, then these 2 would be on and that would be off. So I'll just roll with that and see how it goes. One on next. Oh, and this would have to be on. This is definitely one off with that one off. So that's off, and then this would have to be the one on. Okay, so we've already got this huge shape. And we know they're not joined up now, so we'd have to copy that shape everywhere. And it looks like this so far. It's looking alright, actually. Like, that fit just fine. And we have to block those. Probably have to block some more stuff, like we can't have anything there or there. There. This needs another one on next to it, but I don't know which one. This one either way needs that. So I just extended that to here. So that to there. So that to there, but now I extended that up, but then that doesn't work. Because that one had to be blank. Yeah, and I think I followed all those instructions right, so I think it was a bad assumption at the start that screwed me up. I don't want to say that's on. I think I have to say these are all off, so that's on and these are off. So that's... Oh wait, no. Wait, hold on. Hold on. These have to all be on because that one's off. Yeah. But then this one now also has to be off with these on. I didn't even notice that. So like, and then that means that this one is like that, and then this one, so I was doing it right, so I must have made a mistake somewhere. This one's off with that one off. This one needs one on and it has to be that. There we go, it's that same shape. What? It's a rotated version. No, it has to be like this for all of them. Like, if I do this right now, that one's not happy because I didn't draw it right. No, yeah, I did. Didn't I? Oh wait, no, I didn't. Oh, is that how I messed it up? I think I pointed that the wrong way and didn't even realize it. Whoops. Uh, I should have checked. I think that was the mistake I made. Okay, well, anyways, we figured it out. Okay, those are all off. And these two are on, so that's 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 on. Let's see what we got. Those are all blocked there. This one needs one off, and that's the one off, so this one's on. So now we actually need that everywhere. Alright, that, is this, no, that's undecided at the moment, actually. I don't think there's anything else I can know for sure right now. Oddly enough. Okay, I guess because that's blank, this has to be blank. Because they're all on type. And then, that. Wait, what is the, I didn't even notice this. This means something. Yeah, that means that, and that, and that. And yeah, we need the one above it and all of them to be like that. That's gotta be one off now, so those two are on. So those two are on, so those two are on, those two are on. That's gotta be one off, so that's the one off. Don't want them to join up, I don't think. Could I have them join up? Maybe. Is that good though? No, this one's not happy because it needs two on. So I think it would be that. Oh no, it can't be that because, oh, so they do join up. Ooh, weird. Cool. Yeah, I was kind of wondering for a second there. It's like it'd be okay if they all joined up because they would be self-same. You could rotate it. Oh boy. Where do I start with this one? I think I just, oh wait, here. So if that's on, that has to be off with these on. Don't want those attached, so that has to be off. Those two are on, so this is on like that. That forces this to be like that, but I don't want it attached, so it has to be a blank version. Let's see. Can't have anything here or here, so that is like that with two on. So that also is on. Can't have anything here, so that's off. I mean, if that was on, that would screw up stuff, so that actually has to be off with all of these off, meaning that's on. And now we got this plus shape kind of going for this, which would have to look like that, so that would have to be on. So that's a single, so that has to be off with those on. Definitely don't want that on or off, so I want it on. So that's off, and that's off. That's a locked in plus shape. I can't have these both be the same shape, so I need to extend this a bit. If I add that in though, I think that, no, can I get that to work? I think I could get that to work. But can I add that in? I don't think so, because that's like, if the plus is up, then you go right, so you go, yeah, no, so that actually has to be on anyways. And then this has to be on anyways. So then we need to include this as part of it, and then we need to include that, and that's on. Alright. Alright, yeah, cool. So that was this. I guess I just forgot to do this because it was like a puzzle type I hadn't seen yet and stuff. But good. Alright. Well, found some more puzzles to do. I wasn't expecting that. But let's get back to the meta puzzle. Alright, so I don't really see how this could be interpreted as that kind of L shape. That's just like a lot of flowers anyways. I'm not really sure how that would work out. I want to look over there, I think. So let's go over there. The easiest way is through the orchard. Kind of get a look at it from here, but now I'm worried that I like miss puzzles in other areas because I like found one and then was like, oh, I can't do that yet, and then I forgot about it. Because that seems like that's what happened with that little set there. I can't remember any others, but it's totally possible there are some. So, you know, this looks like something, but the weird thing is, like, what, like, there's not really a lot going on. I mean, that has the yellow and pink, and I can interpret that as, like, a certain type of flower, so, like, if that was on, I don't know, two of these would have to be on, two would be off, but, like, there's nothing else going on here. There's no other flowers, so it's like it would be whatever. But it's just weird that that even is like that right there. I don't know what that could mean. Oh, how do I get up there? Would I have to like shift this around and stuff? Is that really the only way to get back up there? I guess that is probably done though. Because those were just the step puzzles. There really wasn't a lot going on. But then that means the flower meta puzzle is probably that, right? Because I don't see how this would have to do with it. Like I can't even tell what's going on with these green ivies, like where they, it's kind of hard to tell where they are on and where they aren't. So I don't think that would be it. That would be really weird. I can hardly read them apart. Yeah, I don't know what this is. This is weird. This feels like it could be something, but it's weird. So I don't really know how to interpret it. I don't think this is anything because this was its own sort of puzzle, and it's like done in this state kind of. So I don't think I'd want to touch it, anyways. Because it needed to be finished in the state for me to get into that room I was just in. Yeah, I'm looking at this, but I don't see anything that means much other than this, and there's nothing to do with that. So Don't know about that. It seems like it's gotta be the flowers at the start, but there's nothing really interesting with those flowers at the start. But it has to be something in this area, right? It's not like it would be somewhere else in the world. That would break the pattern that I've been seeing, and that would be kind of weird. I mean, this kind of, the shape that I drew down, this kind of looks like a staircase kind of shape. And we do have a lot of staircases here, but it, I, like these aren't even lined up in any sort of way. I can't think of how this would work. Um, Trying my best to see if I can spot something. But I'm really not seeing much. I don't get that shape. That shape just doesn't call to mind anything right in front of me. I don't know. What is that shape? That's like, if it's this spot, I wouldn't even know what, like, it's kind of an L-ish shape, but also not really. Hmm. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything. This is having me as stumped as the solar panels. I'm looking at it and seeing nothing. And that's just me assuming that this is even the right thing to look at. I might be just looking at nonsense, but it did seem weird that these flowers were here like this. I did see flower patches in other parts of the map, but like I don't know what they would correspond to or why they would have to do with this meta puzzle in particular. But like I remember in like this shrine area, there was like a flower patch pretty close to the start. Maybe not that close, but somewhere right here. And like if that has something to do, I think that's just more like the colors I saw in that. It's like they were all these colors. I think that's it. I don't know why they would do it with the same flower patches. I don't think that's indicating anything. I think that's just saying, that's just like a reference to the colors. I don't think it's supposed to be that. I don't think it's supposed to be anything more than that. I'm just gonna have a walk around and see if I can run into anything that would bring some inspiration. Or find any puzzles that I forgot to do. This is the end of the shrine area. This is just a map of the graveyard. Nothing there. Maybe I should give the gallery a try. I want to do this area, but I just don't understand the rules of it. This area is so weird because it's like, so here, let me open up to when I made the big. God, yeah, this was a whole mess. I think I was overthinking it honestly though. But anyway, the meta puzzle grid for this area is, what is that? 6 by 5. So, one, two, three, or what is it? 1, 2, 3, 4. How did I determine? Now I don't even remember how this worked. Wait, is that? Or no, wait, that's 5. Yeah. So, oh wait, hold on. Let me You know what? Let me just draw another one. Let's have a think with this, I guess, for a moment. Oh. Oh no, I've used up too many pages in here. No, I just randomly used up a page in the middle of the book. Alright, so this one, it's 6 by 5. So we'll do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then that should just match up. Alright, so that's the shape of this area's meta puzzle. And I mean, it feels like it's pretty clear that these signs are part of it. The weird thing to me was like this, if you count this as one, so like a long thing as one, then you'd get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So like that works. I guess, I didn't really think about this before, but I guess I should think of it like that's a square. Yeah, actually, I don't know why I didn't spot that before. But if I do that, then actually, like, this right here would be the blue. And then, I mean, I don't know, that doesn't really, that's neither here nor there. But this would be the blue. Let me just say, I don't know, I'll do a triangle, or a diamond there, and I'll just put a B in it. That's blue. And then, so like I'm looking at like that as a square now, which I didn't really think about before. That's a square, and then that's a square. So this has a purple diamond in it. Then we have a square here, there's nothing in that. We have a square here, there's nothing in that. Square here, nothing. Square here, nothing. Square here, nothing. And then this is a square. Okay, so that actually makes more sense that like that is confirmed definitely within that. I wasn't really thinking about that the first time through, that like it really should match up with the square grid. And then this middle square is yellow. And then this bottom left square has a purple diamond. And there's nothing along here. Unless there's one hidden in this, but I don't think so. There's no puzzles I missed down here, right? It's just a map of the area. I know where this leads, I think. Where does this lead, actually? Oh yeah, this led to just this little cool walkway puzzle that just connected up some stuff. This is to get to the gallery, I think. This is just an outdoor connection, which actually is where I want to go, I think. Because we have these as well. So if I start in the top left square and then go down 1, 2, 3. So yeah, it should be top left is blue. Then 1, 2, 3. It should be 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, it should be this is a yellow. And then this is a square. Yeah, so it's the center square that would also be yellow, or center-ish square. And then this one's also yellow. That's pretty clear. I think that's the same exact setup I had before. But I tried to do some nonsense with like the boat in the middle, or the raft, or whatever you want to call it. Let me just go, because you know, redoing that shrine one made me think maybe I just was overthinking things and I missed the obvious. So let me try this meta puzzle again, just with these in mind. I mean, it might be the sort of thing where it's like, because I think if I remember right, like I tried doing it with just these, and they were just like a bunch of different ways you could interpret the answer, which felt odd. But you know, maybe I wasn't thinking straight. So let me go back and just try some stuff here with this. Wow, that. Okay, I'm gonna shift the contrast on that. Or, I guess it's just the sunlight coming in that's affecting that. Let me see if I can help by just blocking out some of the sunlight for a moment. Stupid sunlight ruining my setup. If I turn this lamp on. Maybe I just have the contrast set a bit weird. Anyway, I think that's kind of visible. The camera sucks, but whatever. So, like if I say this blue is on, I just need to connect those. But I need to leave the yellows connected. Yeah, like I was thinking like why couldn't it just be this? Because I have 2 yellows, 2 blues, 2 purples in this, and I have 2 yellows in that, so looks good to me, but that wasn't right. And then this is where I started thinking it had to actually involve the raft and how the raft is connected. And yeah, I mean, I can't think of anything wrong with this solution just using the signs. Like, you can have same colors in same regions as long as you're not doubling up on anything. Because I just have 1 purple, 1 blue, 1 yellow pair in this section. I just have 1 yellow in that section. I don't think there's actually much other ways to do this anyways, because you can't like get the purple, and you can't get the 2 purples with 2 yellows and the 2 blues with 2 yellows, because of how like the purples and blues kind of crisscross into each other. So that must have to do with the raft. The weird thing with that though is, it, you know, while like the shrine, okay, the pink lanterns, maybe that was just implied that you get to choose for that one whether you want to make it you know, a lantern spot or a flower spot. But for this mine area, how exactly do I interpret the raft? Like, it. Alright, let me just go back down there. I think it's funny how when you just step here, it just comes up. It's like, oh, well, you need to take it, I guess. So we'll just bring it up for you. So these kind of bridges seem important. The fact that the raft is white might be important. I don't know. I know it has something to do with the raft. I mean, if I mark these bridges like I did on the other one, I guess I could just do it like this, like, I don't know, zigzag or something. That's a or I don't know, bridge, whatever you want to call that, like a staircase-ish thing. There's a staircase. There's a staircase. And then there's a staircase here. And there's a staircase here. And like this whole middle area is water. Let's see if I can flatten this out so it stays a bit more. There we go. See, I think I just have to interpret it like I can't enter that middle area unless I follow the path of the raft. And it's like, okay, fair enough. So I could just have the raft in mind. What I had right here was this, but I can't actually go anywhere if I'm here, so that's not really that good. But what I can do is like you know, this or whatever. And then I can get off. So I think it's like, I think I have to interpret it like, because also these little raft symbols are on the, or the little step symbols, whatever, wooden plank symbols are on the raft itself. But I think I have to interpret it like I can't enter the water area on that board unless I'm using the raft kind of thing. Or maybe it's just, the center of the board has to be a raft pattern. What I'm gonna do is just below here, I'm just gonna draw the raft grid in just so I have it in mind. And it's just a diamond. I feel like I just missed like some way to solve this with these basic rules of if you enter the center of the board or something, like you need to use the raft like that. Like okay, I feel like I should be able to solve this. let's try and think this through back at the meta puzzle entry area. Let's walk around this way just to pass by some places we haven't been in a little while. Yeah, there's this tree and this puzzle I've already done and stuff. Still need to figure out the gallery meta puzzle. I think it might have something to do with the windows, but I was a bit kind of confused by that. There's also the weird thing with like the double blocks, which I only ever saw in the tree area, but they're kind of implying somehow gets used here, which is weird. I don't know. I'll have to. I'll do this when I've messed around with the mines puzzle a bit. Oh wait, I think I'm going. Yeah, I'm going. Does this connect up though, or no? There's just this weird face here. No, this is just if I wanted to get to the waterfall. I don't know why this is like here like that. It's kind of weird almost, but this is just under the waterfall in there. Also, it was weird that under the waterfall was like a whole area, but it's nothing. It had a map block too, but there was nothing actually, no achievement or anything for beating it, which just felt a little weird. Maybe that's like the spiral thing though. Maybe there was like a meta puzzle in there, because there's still like the spiral thing I need to enter, I guess. I don't even know what the spiral is. When I say spiral, I'm talking about this thing, because it looks like if I want to enter the spiral thing, I have to first do this. But anyway, so for this, I mean, like, okay, so one way to use the bridge in the middle is like that. That works. It cuts off the diamonds in the middle properly. But I guess if I have this drawn, then I just cut those two yellows off from each other. And so, but I need to connect. I kind of need to connect those two yellows, right? Like, is there any other way to do it? No, I guess these two could be connected, or these two. But no matter how I do that, it kind of seems like I have an issue. I mean, unless if I do that. Oh wait, no, because then if I do that, is that okay? No, I guess it's like okay, because I guess that's the bridge, unless that works. No, that's not gonna work. Because like that's a bridge there, but if I start here, I would not be able to do this, right? Like how would I split it? I would need to do like this or something, I think. And then I could step out there kind of thing. Like I mean, if I do that, that doesn't work. Even though it felt like if I start here and then that's a valid thing for the middle. And then all the blues and yellows would be connected, but I guess not. Um, it's just weird that the blues are on opposite corners, so it's kind of like if I want these connected, I need a pathway that goes through everything, so I either go around the water or I go through it. But if I go through it, I kind of have to, like I kind of have to, I mean, is there a way where it's like I could get on here, go through these? No, I can't go through those 2 diamonds here without causing issues later. Yeah, like I could grab that and then do that and then do that, but then that yellow just got abandoned. I don't know, it's like I just don't know how to go about this. I'm assuming I don't see how the blues can't also be part of the purple space. I think that has to be like that. Because if the blues are connected with a line, then the purples have to be connected in the same spot because I can't have off crossing through on. So I think like that has to be that way. But then I don't see how I can collect the diamonds in the water area in a way that still keeps two yellows separated from I mean, do I just need to like draw in a valid path for the boat and then I just can't touch the rest of this area now, but I can do whatever I want? I mean, that's a valid path for the boat, but now this yellow will never be able to connect to the other yellow. Yeah, no, that wouldn't. I mean, unless I say this yellow, no, that yellow and that yellow blank doesn't work. So like that wouldn't be a good path for the boat. So maybe I just have to find a valid path for the boat that I can do or something. So if I start here, I could go up and no, because you can't get off anyway. The only place you can get off or on the boat without touching a diamond is right here, but you need to touch a diamond to get on or off the boat. So if I'm assuming that, there's all these presumptions, but I don't even know if I have to say I have to be able to get on or off the boat. Like maybe I can just say I just need to be able to get on the boat and then take it somewhere. So then like this would be valid. Actually, I'd be able to get off the boat that way too, but I would not be able to connect this yellow with this one and this blue with the rest if I did that. So that doesn't seem good. So I'm just thinking like so if I just wanted to walk outside that'd be fine. But then maybe I need to like connect these 2 yellows also with solids or something like that. Or at least just have their own area that doesn't, you know, abuse the rules of the boat. I keep pointing at these 2 yellows, but there's technically other ways I guess this could work. It could be these two. I mean, this has to be one of the ones I think, right? Because if I didn't include that one and I said like these two yellows need to be joined up. That would make the blue impossible. Yeah, that would make the blue impossible. That would make that impossible. Yeah, so it, and then this would not be possible either. Yeah, so it has, this one has to be not part of this. I don't think it can be solid then. So it has to be blank. So I have to be able to use the boat, I guess, without touching that spot. Maybe. I don't really understand. So, like, this is a valid use of the boat, I guess. And then, can I just do all this or something? I don't know. I don't get it. I've connected two yellows up, and I've connected all the other colors up. I don't understand, frankly. It's such a weird one. I just don't know what it means. Did I like misinterpret those yellow signs or something? Were there like two shades of yellow? I don't think there were. I don't think that would make sense. So that, like, I'm sure of I feel like I'm pretty sure of this. I guess it could be the inverse of this too. It could be like that. Maybe it has to be the inverse for some reason. Maybe it has to be like that. And then I have to use the boat in a way that makes sense or something. Like that makes sense but also collects two yellows and doesn't separate everything. Is that even possible? I mean, like, yeah, like I could, that's almost a boat path, but like this would be a boat path, and we collected two yellows, and oh wait, no, that's not valid. We would do like that. That's a boat path though, and I can even get off there, but if I get off there I break it. Could even go down one. Do I need to like I don't know. I don't know. And there's too many possibilities. I can't literally try everything. Unfortunately. I don't know. I don't understand for this one. It seems so straightforward, yet there's just no good. There's nothing. Like, it just needs to be a boat path in here. Is that? But that's what I've done. I feel like I've tried playing by what I assume are the correct rules, and it just does not work. It's just like, no, actually, that's not the rules, but also I'm not going to tell you what the right rules are. Sorry. I don't know, man. I can't. I'm going to have to look that one up, I think. I'd have no idea for the flowers because I can't find that shape anywhere. No idea for the mills because of solar panels. So I'll have a look at the gallery. But if I don't find anything, oh well, I guess. So let me draw down the gallery in bigger notation. So this would be the top left square, and then we need a rectangle of size 2. Oh, and then we need 2 more of those. Do that, and then that. Alright, so that's the top row, and then the middle row is just all squares. And then the bottom row has two rectangles in the middle, right here and here. It's very symmetric, but I don't really know what it means. So that's that. Let me just resize the camera thing a bit. So we'll try, let's have a think about this one. And if I can't figure this one out, this will also just be on the list of things I'll have to look up the answer to or just hints for, because I am completely stuck on the rest, and I've given them a lot of thought, but just nothing's coming to me. So, uh, so yeah, so it's like, the thing is, it's weird that this place has 4 floors, but the meta puzzle has like 3 rows. And it's like the house is long like this, but it's like, so it's like, it it kind of seems to work if I like throw out either the top floor or the basement. The basement's a bit different, so you'd think maybe that's the one that I have to toss out and just look at the rest. But what exactly do I do with the floors? Because there's this weird, like, the windows kind of seem to make sense. I can't actually step out here. The windows kind of seem to make sense. Actually, let me step out in the middle balcony. That gives a pretty good view. But also not really. I need to find a 3 by... what is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 3 by 8. But see, like, even right in front of me, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, I guess. You know, like, it's not centered properly. And are these the 3 floors and I just ignore the basement? And does this count as like a piece of the... I feel like I should see it right now in front of me, but I don't. I don't know. Like, I thought maybe it had something to do with those being red, but I don't really get how I would use that. Bottom has 2. The top has 3 long. And the bottom has... oh wait, that's not the top. That was the middle. Top has 3 long in the middle. Like, what would that mean? I mean, the top has 3 of these windows. And then it has a little window here. And a little window here, so that kind of works. And then the middle, I would be looking for 8 windows next to each other. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That does work. So if I'm just counting windows, and then we have one, two. But then how does it work for this? Because there's supposed to be two special ones in the middle. One, two. Then I have this. But then I have this, and then I have this. And it's like there's three special ones, so I don't know how to interpret that. I really am convinced it's the windows, but it might not be. One, two, and then we need like a special group. But we have these guys. And from this side, one, two. So somehow these need to be converted into two long ones, but I don't know how that would make sense, actually. Is it like where these carpets could be? Like this carpet here. So like maybe it is carpet somehow or something. It's like there is a carpet there. I don't know. Is there a carpet on every floor? No, there isn't a carpet on every floor. Maybe that is something. So then because there's a carpet here, I say that is on. And there's no carpets here, but there is at the edge, so maybe I say that's on. And then we have, but see, we have like a long carpet here, which throws it all off because I was treating it like long and short carpets, but that doesn't really, unless I say like it's just the where the carpets show up in the windows. I mean, like that does seem like it could be it. Like it seems likely, but why are there some long ones? Uh, it doesn't quite work. Why would there be some long ones? And like the very top just has one really long one and then another really long one. But I was treating it like these windows were like special windows somehow. And in that case, like this would be filled in and this would be filled in because you can see the carpet through them, I guess. I mean, okay, I mean, like there are squares in the middle of those windows. Uh, but there's no long rectangles in those ones, so it's like, I don't know why I would interpret those to be long rectangles. And where would the long rectangles even be then on in this floor? Because I called. It's like everywhere I see a square. Well, I don't know. If I go along with this, then square, square. This isn't anything. Square. So the third square, this would be on. And then we skip one and then two on. And then that is it, I guess, because that's not really. I wouldn't say that. I mean, I'm going with the carpet stuff. So, and then maybe standing outside's easier to see the rest. So this one would definitely be on. And then I think that would correspond with the next square. And then maybe because maybe that is it. So maybe this is like that. Because where there were two windows above, there's only one window here, and there's a carpet visible, and there's same thing there. Okay, you know what? I think this is it. I think this is it. I think I just got the gallery. It's kind of funky, but I think I got it. I think that's it. That actually kind of made more sense in a weird kind of way. I didn't love it, but I think it kind of makes sense. So just to explain fully, just so we're all on the same page here, let me just step outside the balcony. So the middle row, it's like it had 8 squares on it, perfect. And I just paid attention to where the carpet was visible. The bottom row only has 6 squares visible, but where these 2 squares where there's only one window, so I treated this like a long rectangle. Okay. And then the top, it's kind of the same thing, except it's like somehow I don't know. I mean, I don't like these would correspond in a kind of weird way, but like it does work out if I call like that the extra window on that side, and let's see, can I see? Yeah, and that the extra window on that side, because that lines up there. Don't really know why I can say this window line. Well, no, I guess it does line up with those two if I look at it like that. And then this one lines up with those two. I guess that kind of makes sense. I guess that does. Yeah, if I say that's a rectangle, I guess that kind of works. Okay, that makes too much sense that I don't see how that can be it. I guess the carpets kind of work as like signaling on or off through the window, so that seems good to me. I and I was thinking somewhere along this lines, but I just wasn't quite seeing how it came together. But I'm feeling good about this. So let's see. Did I just get the gallery meta puzzle? Drum roll. Long, long drum roll, please, because there's no way to teleport as far as I know. Probably for the best. Sometimes it's nice to just walk around instead of having the ability to just teleport anywhere. Lets you enjoy the map, especially in a game where the map is important to look at. Okay, so if my carpet idea is correct, this would be the shading, please. Ah, okay, so I did figure that one out. Alright, that's good. Mill, no idea what's going on with the solar panels. Garden, I literally can't even find this shape anywhere. Don't know what's up with that. And this is just complete nonsense as far as I'm concerned. This, though, is funny because... What is this? This puzzle leads to that map, but... Alright, first of all, let me get rid of the gallery camera. Let's think about this for a minute before we wrap it up. So what could the spiral mean? The spiral, if I solve the meta puzzle for the spiral, I get, and so is this the meta puzzle for all the meta puzzles? So that just seems like it's the meta puzzle for the entire map. Can the map be put onto a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, a 9x9 grid? Is that what this is? Can it be put on an... Oh, well, I guess this is a 3x3, and like, you know, I could, like if I checkerboard style do it, that's kind of a 3x3 right there. But how exactly do I... Is it something to do with these map markers in each area? I guess I could look for them. Are those areas? Let me just get to the nearest map thing and just see if the areas are kind of laid out in a certain way. 'Cause the only other thing I could think of is like the waterfall. Under the waterfall area might have something to do with the spiral. So there's nothing here. You know, it's like what was weird to me is like, oh, were these? Oh, I guess these were visible in the. That's what that was. Okay. I don't think I noticed that till literally right now. All of these shapes are just visible. But but why couldn't I find those shapes everywhere else? Anyway, whatever. And all those ones that had blank spots. What was I looking for? A map. Yeah, I think there's a map up here. There. Does have the spiral symbol on it. Oh, wait, yeah. And then I probably just need to input this. Yeah, that's probably it, honestly. But wait, how is this structured exactly? Or no, wait. Okay, wait. So this, no, it's set up. All right, I can do this one. Hold on. Uh, I understand this one. Maybe this will help somehow. So, all I need to do, let's see. It is a 3 by 3 by 3. 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3. I won't be able to double size this one. It's a bit too gigantic. But here, I'll get the camera up in a second. Alright, so because I think I'm gonna need to go back actually just so that I can let me crop that just so I can remember which puzzle was where, or which area corresponded to which part of this grid is what I meant to say. So let's do that. So because I can find all those map things, but I don't quite remember which area corresponded to which part of that grid. That does make sense, though. I didn't realize that spiral was on every map. I thought for some reason it was like the shape of the area was on every map, but if it is the spiral, you know, that makes sense. I doubt this will help with the other meta puzzles, but you never know, I guess. Alright, so we got, I'm gonna indicate this. This is the diamond. This is the graveyard thing. I don't know how to represent that. This is the tree. This is the flower. This is the mill. This is plateaus, which has a bizarre... I don't understand the plateau symbol, really. It's kind of funky looking, honestly. This is the gallery. This is ruins. Okay, that was awful. And then the center is shrines. So I'll just say shrine. I don't know. Whatever, I'll just have to remember. Alright, let's find those maps. Let's get this, the meta done. Because I think that makes too much sense for that not to work. Alright, so first one, ruins would be here, and we're gonna say select. I guess it doesn't matter, but I'll fill in the ones that are white. That's not confusing at all, right? It's too late now. I did it in pen. Okay. Um, I don't know why I went with that, but it's too late. And then this map. I mean, this game's all about yin and yang, right? So no, this is already confusing. I almost did the exact opposite. I shouldn't have done it this way. I regret everything. All right, that's that. These never made any sense because their shapes weren't visible anywhere, but I was supposed to be able to do them and know certain things, and I'm still confused by it. Why didn't that ever make sense? I don't know. I'm just having a look right now to think about it, but I'm not seeing anything, so I'm not gonna think about it. There's like a rock right here, isn't that funny? If I click it, it's secret. It's a secret rock. Don't tell anyone. Alright, so we can go to the, I think, is the mill map down here? Yeah, okay, it's right here. The mill is this. I just do a plus. Kind of wondering if I did like the exact reverse. Oh, see, it's also good anyway, so it's probably fine, but whatever. Oh, these are the same exact yellow. Alright, what else? Graveyard, I guess, is kind of closest one to get to from here. Where is the... I think it was over here, yeah. That's just a single one in the center. Is there anything around the edges? No, alright. What about, I guess, shrine? I forget where the map is in this area. I think it was like really late into it, if I remember right. Like it was down here. Yeah, for whatever reason. This is just a 3, so this is just gonna be like that, that, and that. Did everything in here already, right? This is just the elevator, so it's not activated, but it's all been done. Yep, just elevator stuff. Oh, I guess I could have went through here to get to whatever. To the shrine. Let's get out of here if I can find my way out. I'll go to the, what's the one to the right of here? The garden, or no, the orchard. The orchard, which I don't remember where the map was. Was it in the center area? Oh, it's right there awkwardly. Did I have to go around to get to it? What a weird spot to put the map. This is the orchard. Just like that. And then what else? What else? Where's the map for the garden? I think it was on the bottom part. I don't think it was on this side, right? That would be a bit weird if it was on this side. I think it was on like that bottom part, so I'll get over there. what else do I need? I still need the mill. Oh, and the plateaus. So the plateaus. Where was the plateaus map? Oh, there it is. How do I get there? Oh, it's right here, I think. Plateaus was that. This and this. And then the mill and the flower. Okay, I think the flower map was, yeah, it's right there. Alright, so I'll need to go through the mill to get to that. And I remember the mill was on the very bottom right. Okay. Flower is like that. And the mill is the last one. I think the mill is just like a straight line in the middle, but I want to copy down exactly what I put in case that matters. Crazy solar panel thing that never made sense. Oh, it's actually top and bottom, so yeah, maybe, I mean, whatever. I just want to just have the exact copy of what I mean, I have an exact inverse copy technically because I shaded the ones that were unshaded, but whatever. Let's go punch that in and see if that's right. I'll be happy if that's, at least, if I figured that out. There's probably a faster way out of here, but whatever. Or maybe there wasn't. Because nothing connects to this spot but that staircase. Alright. Let's see if... Alright, let me remove those. Let's see if I do it with kind of the inverse if it works. So like that, 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 that. I feel like it should be fine. That, that, this, and this. Nice. Now, what shape is it looking for here? None. Hey, I filled in the last part of the map. That's good. So I could also do all on. It's a weird little section of the map. I guess I wasn't done with the map when I said I was done with the map, however long ago that was. But these three meta puzzles, I've tried with this one pretty hard. I just have no clue for either of these two. So, you know what? I have a feeling it's possible that when I do these two, that's it. Like, there's nothing afterwards, and it wouldn't make for a great video if there's nothing after that. So, if those are the, if once I punch those in, it's done, I'm just gonna end the, or I'm gonna, like, cut that into the video. But if there's a lot more afterwards, I'll leave this for another one. So we'll see. But I'm gonna call it now, though the things might change. So you'll either see a cut right here or you'll see the end of the video. Alright, so I went ahead and basically spoiled, well, I didn't look up the answers for any of the meta puzzles, but I found hints to help me because you know, I could spend hours thinking about it and trying to determine what I did wrong. Uh, I'll start with the mill. And it's kind of cool actually, but it's very easily missable. So it totally was the solar panels, but apparently you have to like move a certain way to see something on the solar panels, but I'm not even seeing that right now, to be honest. I might just be blind, but apparently you're supposed to see something when the sun hits it or something. Oh, see, like right there, I guess that's lighting up, but man, that is very subtle, I'm afraid. I think I could have even seen that and just thought I was seeing things. That's a little too subtle for me. But you know, there you go. I did not, did I draw down? Okay, I kind of drew down a thing for this, so I'll just, so I know there's a, I guess, I don't know what I would call that, just like a white line block there. Now let's see if I can find any others. It's really awkward to even like get a good angle on this, unfortunately. Like I think there's one there. That one seemed to shine in a certain way, but the fact that when you go inside it disappears. Is there any like, and like it's really awkward to walk around here. Let me rotate this so that I can walk. Can I do that? Yeah, like that, right? No, that's not the right shape. There should be some way I can do this. What? Is that not it? How is that not it? I thought that is the... Oh no, because I see, because yeah, it would have to be like that. Um, whatever. I'll walk around. I might even have to like double check that I'm like, is that one there? I can't even tell. Oh man, like these are not showing up well on my screen. Maybe that's part of the issue. I I'm still not even sure. I still don't even... Is that one? It disappears as soon as I get close. Like I can't tell. I might have to look it up. I I I don't know how I would have ever noticed this. I don't think I would have. I can't tell. They all just look the same. I that definitely that bottom one was glowing a bit, but it's really hard to get a good angle on them. Like that one, yeah, 100%. I can see that. Is that one off? Or like, you know, a different shade right there? I'm gonna assume that, but I actually am not even sure. It looks like it though. Okay, that's like the best angle I could get on that. Maybe I should try getting on that side, but let me check from over here. I don't see anything on the other ones. I think this could have used a bit more something, just something. I don't think this was set up very well, unfortunately. I could not see that. So let's see, how do we... like that, and then if I rotate this one, like, oh, that's not even right. That, can I get to here somehow? God, is this as if this wasn't hard enough? I can't even think of a way to. All right, maybe I keep that like that, and I change this one to connect these two. Is that how you do it? Yeah. Okay. So I can't. I'm not seeing any sort of shading on any of these other ones. I could be blind, but I am like straining my eyes trying to tell if there's some sort of shading on those. I see that that's dark, and I guess that's light, but I don't. There should be like other ones, right? Okay, there's this cloud coming over. I don't see it. What? Oh wait, is that one dark and that one light? That's a little. I think the creator of the game went a little bit too subtle on this one. I can hardly make those out at all. Yeah, that's not great. That needs some work, in my opinion. Okay, well, whatever. Cool. Uh, and for the garden area, apparently I was just being, well, anyway, let me get the camera out and explain. So, let's see, did I draw down the garden? Here. So this is the garden. I'm gonna have to crop that a bit better. So it's fully on there. That's the garden. And I guess I just didn't really see what it wanted me to see. Alright, how do I get to the garden? I never would have figured out that mill one. I am fairly confident. Maybe if I spent hours, I would have like tricked my eyes into noticing it. But I guess I think the flower apparently it's like these are the top 6 because there's 6 here and these are the top 6 flower beds, which I guess that makes some sense, but I'm still a little bit confused how this is going to work. So what I'm going to do is I'll just say like I'll draw little squares inside them and I'll color in the purple ones. So I'll say this is purple just for reference. I'm going to write that up above. So I guess this makes some sense. But apparently there were like other clues hidden in this area. So I'm gonna have to find exactly where those are. This and this. And then this and this. So I guess these 9, yeah, I guess those 9 do correspond well. These 6 threw me off because they weren't like lined up in this. I was trying to like line them up to be the whole L shape, but that was not the way to go apparently. So you know, I'll say this one. I just wasn't thinking about it right. Now these changed, right? Depending on didn't these flower petals like change or something? Or did they not? Or maybe this is the right flower petal arrangement. So I'll just assume that. Otherwise it would be complete madness. I probably should have just drawn the flower petals. Whatever. I'm doing it this way. So this, and then hopefully this is right. Because I have it kind of set up right now to be like the full good solve. Like all the lasers or whatever you want to call them are lit up. That. That. And this. And this. Okay, and then I think there might be even more over here. I need to get over there though to see it. But I guess there should be another 3x3 grid worth of stuff over there. Oh wait, I have to go up through the orchard. Oops. So there's one tooth. Well, there's this, huh? That doesn't, like, how does this line up? There has to be another 3x3. this could be like the bottom. Are there more flowers? Where would the other flowers be though? If there are more. I don't want to get over there because I have to like screw up the whole walkway. And it's not actually super trivial to get over there. I mean, this, what? So this would be, I mean, there are 3 and 3. So this seems like the bottom. So I would say this would definitely be like that. And then I don't know what's happening up above it, because that's like the shape I made in white isn't anything. Those are all the same flower, but this one's not all the same. Huh. I don't, is there more? I want to get up there, but I also don't want huh. See, that's still confusing to me, because what, I don't know what to do with those, but maybe I'll just try and get the solvent anyways or something, because there's not too much guesswork from there. Okay, and then for the mill, so I'll just open the mill page up. Where did I draw it down? There's my new mill drawing there. For the mill, the only thing was this was just supposed to be like input into here, I think with like yellows or something, because that's what you see. So they were like, you're literally just supposed to insert them in as if there's even more diamonds, which I guess makes sense. But I was like convinced there was something going on with the walkway system, but I guess you just insert those in as yellows, and then I guess there's just a solve. I don't know. I guess that makes some sense. I never considered that as an option. I think I was too tunnel vision convinced it had to be, you have to use the water as something, because I just didn't see those diamonds as being part of it, because they weren't visually seen in the big picture like it was for every other area. Whatever. Alright, let's just solve these last guys. So let's start with the mill. So looking at this, yeah, there's a lot more yellows now. I need the blues connected and the purples connected still, and I think they all have to be the same color. So if I go around, that's no longer okay. So I need to like cross through. Oh, this is actually really awkward now. There's tons of yellows. Let me make this just a little more easy to see for everyone though. I'll turn change some of these settings. That's beautiful, much easier to see. No, there we go. Let's see if I do that. Oh. Nah, I mean that's basically what it looks like on my end. Let me just hold the page down with something. Alright, let's go back. So it's really weird. I mean, I could like, I know these, oh wait, actually I don't know. I don't know, like, can I do that for those 2 yellows and then those wouldn't be part? No, okay, so I see. So I need this and this and this and this to be joined up. Maybe like, no, but then that yellow. Oh, maybe, does this work? I guess this does work because it's only two yellows. And then that, 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 that. So those are grouped together, so I don't want that in. Um, I don't know, just like this work? Oh no, does that work? Why doesn't that work? Because those two yellows, those two, oh, I see, I would need to, okay, let me be more careful. So that's good. I think that kind of has to be like that, maybe. Yeah, I think so. And then this does have to be on. Oh, this has to be on as well. Oh, but then if that's on, then I don't want that. So I'd have to go another way to get the blues and purples connected, which could be up through here. I just collected a yellow, but that's fine. But then this yellow has to be connected up to something else. So maybe, no, but then those are like that. Oh, that doesn't need to be in. So that could be like that. There. And then that. No, and oh, that's okay. This is actually still hard. Um, I do think though the blues and the purples, they need to be connected up. There's no other way. The blue, I don't want it to get that, so that has to be blank. Because if it got that, then it wouldn't be able to get out without. Yeah, no. So that does have to be blank. And I guess same thing for the purple. I don't want to collect that yellow, so that does have to be blank. If, okay, if this is blank, then those both would be on. Would that be okay? Maybe. Would it be okay to collect this? Like if that was blank, then this would be on, and then I would have to go this way. Now that's collected, so I can only collect one more yellow. And it would have to be one of these two. So if it was this and I went this way, we would get that, and that would be blank, so that would be on. And now those two yellows are grouped together. These would not want to be, so those two yellows are grouped together. And then, oh wait, no, but then I just grouped together these all the, ah, God, for some reason I can't set this up very well. This is still hard. So this is definitely not on. These are definitely both off. Is it the problem that by going up through here, or wait, no, I didn't even go up through there. But if I do that, yeah, maybe I bring these both up through here, and these are both blank now. And these are both blank. And but I need to join up this one and this one, but it can't be connected there. So, I mean, it could be connected through a blank, but that would mean that, yeah, I don't know if, or no, could that work? And then it's like, does that work? Okay. It's actually very symmetrical. Alright, let's do the mill. Should I just kind of jot it down in a tiny little thing somewhere? It's not gonna be that great. Where did I even draw it? Yeah, here. So, I think this and this and this and this have to be the same shape. Well, these can't have anything below and above them, so like that. I'm assuming they're both like on, you know, both the same type, but that might not be right. So then this one has to extend that way. This one has to be blank. This one has to be blank. This matches with that one. So we can't have it go that way, so that has to be like that, but now that has to be like that. But then if I make it go left, that wouldn't work, so I need that, but then I would have that, and that's broken. Alright, so let's assume that these need to be opposites of each other. I'll say that. It'll have to be like this, I think. So this and this are matches. This can't have anything below it, just like that can't have anything above or below it. This is now 2 like that, so we need 2 like that for this one. Can't have anything on either side of these. If I put something there, that would be bad, so I gotta make sure that's blank. So I gotta make sure that that's solid. Now that that's solid, this has to be open. This can't be connected there, so this can't be connected here, so now we have that shape. And does it work if I just add 2 in? Yeah, alright, cool. Alright, and now it's just the garden. So let's see if we can make sense of this. So, oh, that's hard to look at, but whatever. I can fill in the details. So, Jesus. Alright, so this one's probably the best to start with because it's all purple. Well, actually, only these are the ones I'm most confident in actually being correct. So let me start with these. So, oof. Alright, well, if this is yellow, then those are both on. So let's just assume that. I assume this one is on. And then this would need 1 on, and it already has it. So those 2 would need to be blank. You know, I'll just remember that. And this is, if it's on, it's 1 on. If it's off, it's 1 off. This is off, it means 1 off, and it does have 1 off, so that has to remain off. This is 2 off, so 1 on. And again, this is 1 off, 3 on. And this is the same thing. Or no, it's just 1 off. So that's the 1 off one, so that has to be on. Because that's on, and that's like a 4 purple. If it was off, I would need all of them on. Because it's on, don't I need all of them off? So that broke it. Because if that's on, I wouldn't want those on. Alright, so maybe this actually has to be left off. And if that's off, I need 2 off next to it. And if that's off, I want 1 off, and that's the 1 off, so these 2 are on. And if that's off, I need 1 off, and that's off, so that's on. And because that's on, these are alternate, so they're like that. That works. Because that's on, we want 1 on next to it. That would be the 1 on. This would be 2 on, so 1 off here. This is working so far, at least. And then this would be 1 off, so that's the 1 off, that's on. This would be 1 on. Well, I can't figure that out yet. What would this be? 1 off, so that's 1 off, that's on. This is 1 on, that's the 1 on. This is 1 on, that's the 1 on. 1 off, 1 off, so that's on. This is all 4, so this has got to be off. This is 1 off, so that's the 1 off. This is 1, if it's off, I need 1 on. Okay, so this is where I have to kind of guess, but if it's on, I need 1 on next to it, but that doesn't work. Alright, so I think I'm just going to have to guess, because I don't really understand what's happening with this, but I at least know what this one is. So let me start by assuming it's on. Then I would need 1 on next to it. So it could be like that, and then these 3 are, I'll just try all the combinations. That, just that, just that, just these 2, just those 2, just those 2, all of them. Alright, so what about like that? Then I could say just this one, just this one, just this one, just those 2, just those 2, just those 2, all 3. Alright, so it's actually off. And we have 1 off, so these 2 are on. And then is this one left on? This one's on. This one's on. This one and that one. This one and that one. This one and that one. What? But that should have worked. No. Well, this isn't looking good. I thought I got it though. Everything matches up really well. 2 off. And then that's like 1. Oh wait, this needed 1 off next to it. Wait, maybe it didn't match up so well. So let me start again and just make sure I did that, because I might have actually messed something up on accident. So this is off, so we need 2 off next to it. This one is off, so we need 1 off next to it, which is that one. This one's on, we need 1 on next to it, which is that one. This one's on, and we need 1 on next to it, which is that one. Need 2 ons next to it, which are those 2. We need 1 off, so that's that one. We need 1 off, so that's that one, and those ones are on. Does this one work now? Yeah, that's 1 off. So I must have done something wrong before, actually. Oh well, hopefully it'll work this time. So 1 on is that one. 1 off is gonna be that one. 1 on is that one. 1 off is either that one or that one. Oh, this has to be on so that these are all off. So this will have to be the 1 off. This is off. Okay. And now if this is on, I want one of those 2 on, but doesn't really care for that. So let me try the combinations here. Those 2, those 2, those 2, all 3. Just that, that. These 2, those 2, all 3. Alright, so if it's off, then we need 1 off next to it. So these 2 would be on. That just on, just that on, just that on. Those 2, those 2, those 2. Ah, shoot, still didn't work. So off, we need 2 off next to it. Yep. Off, we need 1 off next to it. Yep. On, we need 1 on next to it. Off, we need 1 off next to it. On, we need 1 on next to it. On, we need 2 on next to it. I already checked that one, I think. But on, we need 1 on next to it. And then I'm assuming I understood this part right. I mean, these were all locked in. And then, so let me just, like, these ones I'm like 110% sure about. I know what their situation is, and I think they all implied each other. Yeah, so let me just double check that. Let me just treat it like I only know this. So if this one's off, I need 2 off next to it. If that one's off, I need 1 off next to it. So those 2 are on. If that one's on, or okay, if that one's on, I need 1 on next to it. If that one's on, I need 2 ons next to it. If that one's on, I need 1 on next to it. If that one's off, I need 1 off next to it. Yeah, so this is like guaranteed for sure. And then I just kind of had to go with what I wrote down based on like what state I had these in, but I thought it would be right to go like that. So I thought this has to be like that, and then this one is 1 off next to it, so that has to be on. And this is 1 on next to it. Can't say anything. This one's 1 off next to it, so that one's on. This one's 1 on next to it, so that one's off. This one's 1 on next to it, so that one's off. This one's 1 off next to it. This one's 1 off next to it, so that one's on. This has to be all off next to it. 1 off next to it. I think that's what I got before. And then if this one's on, I need 1 on next to it. So that could be here or it could be here. If it's there, I can say that one would have to be off, and I can say this or this or this or these 2 or these 2 or these 2 or all 3, but didn't like any of that. So then I could do that and this one off. I could say just that one, just that one, just that one, just these 2, just those 2, just those 2, all 3. So then that would mean this one is off. Then I need 1 off next to it, which already has, so those 2 would be on. And I could say just that, or just that one on, or just that one on, or just that one on. could say just those two, or just those two, or just those two, or it gets all three. But didn't like any of that. So what if I say this one's on? Can this work? If this one's on, then we have 2 on next to it. So it would have to be like that. And then this one would need 1 on next to it. So it would have to be like that. And then this one needs 1 on next to it. That's already got it. This one needs 1 off next to it. This one needs 2 off next to it, which it has. That one's on. This one needs 1 off next to it, which it has. This one's off, so those 2 are on. Wait, is this working? And then this one's 1 on next. Oh, this is working actually. Maybe this is the way. And then if that's on, we need 1 on next to it. If this one's on, we need 1 on next to it. If this one's off, we need 1 off next to it. If this one's off, we need 1 off next to it. That one's on, needs 1 on next to it. This one's on, it needs 1 on next to it. This one's off, so it needs all of them on around it. This one's on, it needs 1 on next to it. And then if this one is on, it has 1 on next to it. So I would say those 2 are blank, and then I don't know about the rest, so let me just try stuff. That didn't work. So if I say it's off, we need 1 off next to it, so that could be the on one, or that. If I say that and that one's off, then that's on, or that's on, or that's on, or those 2, or those 2, or those 2, or all 3, but didn't like any of that. So if I switch it and say this one's off and this one's on, then I can say just that one, or just that one, or just that one, or just those 2, or just those 2, or just those 2, or all 3, but none of that works, so what? Alright. Let me pull up let me pull up the little hint guide I was looking at, cause I do not know what's going on anymore. Let's just look up some stuff. Give me a moment here. So it looks like garden is the most confusing out of all of them. So I mean, apparently there were like more hints on the on that like right side that I couldn't find anything for, but that wouldn't really affect. I tried everything I could with the ones I had, so I didn't write anything down wrong, I don't believe. So it's not that. And yeah, I'm just double checking, but it looks fine. Looks good. Oh, wait, did I? Oh, I did write it down wrong. So, okay, well, that would be an issue, wouldn't it? So, this one here is supposed to have 2 on, and for some reason I wrote 1. I don't know why I did that. Okay, so, I mean, I think it led up to like this, and then this one actually needs either 2 on or 2 off. So if I say 2 on, it would be like that. And then I could try 1, or 1, or 1, or 2, or 2, or 2, or all of them on, but that's no good. So I could say those 2 on, and then I could say just that one, or I could say that, or just that one, or just that one, or just that one, or just, there we go. There we go. Brute forcing my way to the finish once again. Not the first time I've had to do that for a puzzle game, but you know. So I've connected up the lights. Those lanterns are bright. Ooh. this is different. Oh. Is this the good ending? Is there a good ending? Oh. There's other people? This feels like a better ending. And it does take more work to get here, I guess. Huh. Who are these people? What does this mean? Archaeologists? They seem to be ignoring the fact that all my solved puzzles are sitting around them. It's that guy laughing at the world for some reason. Oh, those silly monks. They just like laughing at the world. I mean, none of them act like they've been gone. That guy's cursed to live in the mine area. Who's gonna be in the graveyard? Dead people, zombies, ghosts. One escaped. Huh. Oh, and then you get white credits if you get this ending. Interesting. It's kind of cool how there's like a white and a black ending. And neither one, actually. I don't know. Like, they both had their own implications of some sort, I guess. I don't understand it either completely. But I'll leave that up to the philosophers. Fun game. The meta puzzles, most of them are pretty good. The flower one, I think if I didn't understand what was going on the right side, but I think I should have been able to figure that out. The mill one is bad. You need to make those solar panels more clear. That's almost impossible to see, at least on my screen. Shrine one was good. Plateaus one was good. Ruins one was good. Gallery was okay. The mine is a little confusing, but I feel like that's just me being confused. I think it made sense otherwise. The orchard was really good. I like that. What else is there? Is that it? I think that might be all of them. Oh, I don't know what the graveyard area was. I never even looked it up. I just didn't like the graveyard, the final thing in the graveyard. I thought it was bad. Just didn't make sense. Apparently, there's some way to like see puzzle count for. I don't know. Is 445 all the puzzles? Actually, maybe I need to like save and because maybe it doesn't count the last puzzle. Oh, I just save and quit. Well, I'm gonna check right now. I think someone was talking about. I saw somewhere the total puzzle count. Number of puzzles to hit 100%. 445. Yep, that's it. Alright, well, Taiji is all done. So thanks if you watched any of that series. And I'm going to move on to another game probably. I might still split up Manufactoria with another one. Because it's been kind of nice to like flip back and forth actually. I've been mainly sticking with one, and sometimes I think that's good when there's like one game I really want to get through, but I think it actually worked out nicely with Taiji and Manufactoria, but we shall see. Alright, anyways, thanks. See ya.